And I'll keep saying that until we're there. And I can't say that anymore because I have a rifle in my hand and I'm stacking bodies because you people didn't listen. I'm just saying. Moving right along, we're going to move into FBI warns that making vaccine cards is illegal. Fake vaccine cards is illegal. So what, before we get into this, it might take a little bit longer to get out the edited copy of this, like today's, I guess, open free podcast information. I got a haircut, finally getting rid of this mop and cleaning up this tangled mess. But it will be out. But we're going to move on. We're going to talk about the FBI making vaccine cards illegal. There is no law that I know of about making cards. No, you can right off, FBI. Not that you have any authority anyway, because you're illegitimate, fake-ass government. But anyway, let's get into this story. So the FBI warns that let me get this spot where I can. There we go. FBI warns. Are we even recording? I'm lost right now. There we go. Boom. The FBI is warning that the production of and possession of fake COVID-19 vaccine record cards is illegal and could be punishable by fines and imprisonment of up to 5 years or both. No, it is not. The Department of Health and Human Service Officer, Inspector General, and the FBI advising public to be aware of individuals selling fake COVID-19 vaccination records and encouraging others to print fake cards at home. An FBI notice reads, fake vaccination record cards have been advertised on social media websites as well as e-commerce platforms and blogs. That's because they're not taking your fucking vaccine, bro. If you want to make fucking vaccine passports necessary, this is going to happen, and its glory thing's going to happen, and we're going to do it, and you can lick my balls. Vaccination record cards are used to provide COVID-19 vaccine recipients with information about the type of vaccine and when to get a second dose. Buying a fake card or using false information could put people in danger of contracting the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party virus, which causes COVID-19. At least they're calling it the CCP. That is awesome. If you did not receive the vaccine, do not buy fake vaccine cards, do not make your own vaccine cards, or not fill in blank vaccine record cards with false information. By misrepresenting yourself as vaccinated, when entering schools, mass transit, workplace, gyms. We shouldn't have to be representing ourselves as vaccinated or unvaccinated. That violates HIPAA, and we're going to get into that. That's my medical information. It is fucking my private medical information, and it violates law to have to give that to anybody without my consent. Put others around you risk contracting COVID-19. Using an official government agency sale would be a crime. The announcement warns it could be punishable. I guess, yeah, that using an official government agency seal would be that is crime. So, like, 18 U.S. Code Section 107, as well as the permanent laws. So, yeah, whatever. There's no pertinent list. The notice also advised the public not to post their vaccine cards on social media websites so that information isn't stolen or used to commit fraud. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Last week, Florida Governor DeSantis spoke out at a press conference against the idea of Americans looking to resume travel against the idea that Americans looking to resume travel will need to have a vaccine passport that proves inoculation. On April 2nd, he signed an executive order that banned businesses in Florida and the state's government from requiring people in the state to use vaccine credentials to go about their business. I might be moving to Florida if this doesn't travel. Because the vaccine passports, I'm going to sue. Which the first business that does that to me, I'm going to sue. If New Hampshire passes that, I'm going to sue. That violates HIPAA. We're not supportive of that. I think it's something that people have certain freedoms and individual liberties to make decisions for themselves, the governor said. Exactly. It's completely unacceptable for either government or the private sector to impose upon you the requirement that you show proof of vaccination to just simply be able to participate in normal society. DeSantis said that people shouldn't need to show proof of inoculation against the CCP virus to go to a game, movie, theme parks, or other social events. You want the fox to guard the hen house. I mean, give me a break. He said, I understand kind of how some folks can embrace the idea, and I'm not saying it's all necessarily done for bad purposes, but I think ultimately it would create problems in the state. Here. Support almost, this is just them trying to tell me to support them, so we're going to move on. I mean, if you want to support the Epoch Times, go right ahead and do it. I am not going to do that. But yeah, it violates. You can't really do that. And I'll show you the law. We're going to go over HIPAA here in the last segment of this podcast, just so you can't say medical information because I'm going to a .gov, .gov, .gov. It violates my privacy. .gov. Anyway, I had to do that because these fucking people are crazy. These fact checkers are insanely fucking insane. Requiring me to have a vaccine passport to come and go, that's like fucking tattooing Nazis in a fucking concentration camp. You're not turning my entire country into a motherfucking concentration camp. You're not fucking tagging me and having me fucking scanned everywhere I go so you know exactly where I am at all times. You can lick my balls. I'd rather kill people. I don't want war, but I'd rather stack bodies. I would rather go to war. So if you want that, that's where we're headed. War. It's your choice. We can do something else, or we can war. But there is no compromise with you people. There is no compromise with you leftists. None. You're filthy fucking commies. You're anti-constitutional ass commies. You are no longer Americans, and you are fucking traitors. I don't give a fuck what you think. I hope you're all weeded out, arrested, and fucking trialed for treason, thrown in prison, and whatnot. You all fucking deserve. When we've compromised with you, and you need to compromise with us. You need to start restoring rights. You need to start ending some of your fascist bullshit. You're the one that needs to fucking unfuck yourselves, not me. We did what you wanted, and we equalized. And now you're trying to fucking, no, we're equalized. You need to come back down here. You get knocked down a fucking peg. You want fucking equal. But that's a different thing. I mean, I think you should fake it. Fake your passports. Fake them. The FBI, it has no goddamn authority. If it tries to stop you, defend yourselves. The federal government until it unfucks itself. Plain and simple. The FBI has no fucking authority until the government restores its credibility. That's why states are like, oh, no, not following your gun laws. Oh, no, not gonna fucking do that. Oh, nope. The federal government is a joke, and it has no authority, and it can fuck right off. I'm just saying. All right, now moving on to the final segment of today's podcast. We're going to talk about, again, vaccine passports violating HIPAA laws. But so you can't try and block me for medical information, or if you do, I can laugh at you and call you out and sue you and show you a reasonable proof that you're a fucking shitbag. I'm going to actually go over HIPAA. Here we go. Here's HIPAA. Wrong button. Badoom. HIPAA rights. Most of us believe that our medical and other health information is private and should be protected, and we want to know who has that information. I don't even think that your first statement is true because everybody's trying to require this vaccine passport. The privacy rule of federal law gives you rights over your health information and sets rules and limits on who can look at and receive your health information. The privacy rule applies to all forms of individuals' protected health information, whether electronic, written, or oral. The security rule is a federal law that requires security for health information in electronic form. You cannot can do a vaccine passport. It violates the law. But what is that? What is HIPAA? Right of access to videos? Access video. Okay. OCR has teamed up with the HH Office National to create your health information, your rights, a series of 3 short educational videos. If you want to see them, boom, there they are. You can come to this website, boom. And they have captions, but I'm not going to look at the right to access infographics. See some infographics. That's not the fucking follow laws, and we're not going to click through a bunch of different fucking PDFs that should all be written here. But we must follow these laws. We call these entities and must follow the HIPAA regulations. Covered entities. Covered entities include health plans, including health insurance companies, HMOs, companies, health plans, and certain government programs that pay for health, such as Medicare and Medicaid. Health access to those it provides access to healthcare providers, those who conduct certain businesses electronics, such as electronic billing and health insurance, including doctors, clinics, hospitals, psychologists, and health cleaning houses, entities that possess non-standard health information they receive from another entity in standard. Right. In addition, business associates covered entities must follow parts of health regulations, often subcontractors, and other companies. We're not going to get outside. It's like we're going to get into the privacy here in a second. Who is not required to follow these laws? Life insurance, employers, work compensates, schools, state agencies, Most law enforcement and municipal offices. So if you are, so yeah, like an employer could be like, I need to see your vaccination. I don't want you working here. A school could be like, we want to see your vaccination to make sure kids are safe. You can't work for the state agency. We got to make sure you're vaccinated. They can do that. But you can't be like, you can't come in here if you're not vaccinated. I got to see your health information. Now, employees can be like, I just don't want you in here for XYZ, but they can't require to see your vaccination information. What information is? Information your doctor, nurses, and other providers put in your medical record. Information your doctors, nurses, and other healthcare providers put in your medical record is protected. That is vaccination status. Conversations your doctor has about care and treatment, information on your health insurance company, billing information, most other health information held by those who must follow these laws. How is this information protected? Covered entities must be put safeguards to protect your health information and ensure that they do not disclose your health information improperly. Requiring me to show it to everybody isn't improper. Covered entities must reasonably limit use and disclosure of minimum necessary to accomplish the intended purpose. Boom. Covered entities must be procedures in place to limit who can view and access. Boom. Information is implemented training programs for employees and how to protect your health information. Business associates also must be put in place safeguards to protect your health information and ensure that you do not use disclosure health improperly. Boom. What rights does the privacy rule give me over my health information? Health insurers and providers who covered entities must comply with your right to ask to see and get a copy of your health records, have correctness added to your health information, receive a notice that tells you how your health information may be used and shared, decided if you want to give your permission before your health information can be used or shared for certain purposes such as marketing. I have to give my permission. Get a report on when and why health information was shared for certain purposes. If you believe your rights have been denied or your health information is being protected, you can file a complaint. You should know how these rights work. You don't have a right to do that. Who can look and receive your information? So it's limits on who can view and look at. So to make sure that your health information is protected in any way, does not interfere with your health care, your information can be used and shared for the treatment and care condition, to pay doctors, hospitals, health care, and run business with your family, relatives, friends, or others you identify who are involved with your health care bills, to make sure doctors give good care in nursing homes and deem them safe, to protect public health, such as reporting when the flu is in your area, to make required reports to the police, such as reporting gunshot wounds. Your health information can be used to shave the written permissions unless the law allows it. For example, without the authorization, your provider generally cannot give your information to your employer, use it or share your information for marketing, advertising purposes, to sell your information. Boom. Right fucking there. Social media, big tech companies. You do not have a right to make me show my vaccination information to get in anywhere, to do anything. You don't have that fucking right. You don't. And you can lick my balls. That's a violation of my HIPAA, my HIPAA rights. The government needs to unfuck itself, but we need to stand up and unfuck it, because this is out of control. You're telling me that people are telling me vaccine passports won't happen here. You told me fucking race-based vaccines wouldn't happen here either, and look at fucking Vermont. Will they succeed in implementing a nationwide vaccine passport? Probably not. But will they try and fucking do it, and will it be installed in some places? Yes, it will. I look around every day, and people used to be like, I don't understand how Nazis would allow, like the Germans would allow what happened to the Nazis. And I'm looking around and I'm fucking seeing it. Do you know Holocaust survivors, Auschwitz survivors and stuff? They're saying what's happening today is 100 times more heinous than what happened to them, not because we have gotten to the point where they've done all these stupid experiments on us yet, but because they're doing it fucking worldwide and not just to a certain group of people. This is what happened to Jews before the Jews started being rounded up and experimented on and executed and stuff. These are the same type of shit. Label them, separate them, bar them from working in society. The methods of doing it are different, but it's the same fucking garbage. The same fucking garbage. We can't allow that type of shit to happen again. Not here, not in America, not in the last. We need to restore our values. We need to restore our freedoms, and we need to restore our Constitution. And we need to do it by any means necessary, even if that necessary means violence. Sometimes violence is justified. Violence in self-defense is justified. If somebody is attacking you, you are justified